And the investigation into finding out what caused this awful accident and who's responsible continues as well. Let's turn to our Laah Hyun-kyung now at the news centre. So Hyun-kyung, the prosecution's special investigative unit raided more offices today.
That's right, Mark. The prosecution this afternoon raided several offices of an accounting firm that worked for the ferry operator Chonghaejin Marine Company. The accounting firm is known to have worked very closely not only with the ferry operator but also with its affiliated firms that are practically controlled by Yoo Byung-won, whose two sons are the biggest shareholders of the ferry operator's holding company. Prosecutors suspect the accounting firm helped Yoo's companies forge audit reports. Now, on Friday, one of senior Yoo's closest confidants, Chang-hwan, was called in by prosecutors for questioning. Ko is the president of Semo Group, one of the many firms suspected of being used for stashing away assets for the Yoo family, but he has reportedly denied most of the allegations against him. The prosecution is closely looking into whether the family has evaded taxes, embezzled funds, or made illegal foreign exchange trades. Now, some that are under the prosecutor's radar include Yoo's son and daughter, as well as CEOs of affiliated companies, all of whom are known to be staying outside of the country. They were told to return to Korea by April 29th and comply with the summons.
Well, Hyun-kyung, this is shaping up to be a massive criminal investigation, as you'd expect, following such a terrible disaster with so many young lives lost. What's the latest on the probe into the crew members, then?
Well, the crew members that were aboard the sunken ferry are getting the brunt of criticism, as you know, for not even trying to save the lives of their passengers, and now all 15 of them are facing negligent homicide charges. But when I say 15, that's excluding the ferry attendants. We are talking about the technical crew, including the captain, mates, and engineers. And prosecutors and police officers jointly investigating the case have requested warrants for arrest under detention for the last remaining 4 crew members that were arrested already but not detained. The Gwangju District Court has just finished validating the warrants about an hour ago, and if approved, they could be issued as early as this evening.
Yes, we can see the crew members there with their heads bowed and masks on. Now, the officials are widening the scope of their investigations. They've been looking into irregularities in the country's overall port operation business.
That's right. Officials at the Korea Shipping Association are suspected to have been giving valuables, possibly including cash, as well as presents to authorities at the Maritime Ministry and to Coast Guard officials as well. The association has been under fire lately for not keeping ferry operators on their toes about abiding by sailing and safety regulations. For instance, loosely checking cargo loads and the conditions of life-saving equipment on the vessel. The board president of the association, Chu Sung-ho, offered his resignation on this Saturday, a day after another official, the chairman of the Korean Register of Shipping, Jeon Young-gi, offered to step down, and that was yesterday, Friday. Mark.
Okay, thank you very much for your report there, Hyun-kyung.